So welcome back to Knitopia. Thank you so much for joining me today on my second episode. Um, I'm just gonna get straight into showing you my crochet and knit finished items. And the first item that I finished crocheting is a fall item. And even though I know that fall is a few months away, I still had to crochet this. So I crocheted this lovely fall poncho using a granny square pattern to create this beautiful poncho. And I have to say, I love the colors. It's a very fall color. And I ended my poncho using a shell stitch for the end. And I used a I used a red heart self-striping yarn. Do not remember the name of this yarn because I had this yarn a few years back, so I decided to use it up to get rid of it. So this is my first crochet item that I completed. My second crochet item that I have completed is a cowl, a beautiful pink cowl, and the yarn that I used to create this pink cowl is Lion Brand's Vaness Choice yarn. I do not remember the name of the yarn, but I'll definitely link the pattern for this. And this is also a beginner's cowl. Look at that beautiful shell stitch. There we go. See that? And I think it will be like a very great piece for the winter or for the fall. So that's my second item. My third item that I crochet was this beautiful shawl. And I love the stitches in it. The detail of the shawl is so pretty. And for this one, I used a loops and thread yarn in the mustard color. And I don't remember how long this shawl is, but this shawl is a little more complicated than some of my projects that I've did, because this took me a while to actually figure out the pattern. But when I figured out the pattern, it was so easy to make. And I have to say, I really super duper enjoyed making this lovely shawl. And usually when I find a pattern that I really love, I tend to make more than one of the same thing. So since I love that shawl, I had to make a other shawl. So I made this one also in like a earthy orange color. Look at that stitch. Isn't these stitches beautiful? And I absolutely love this shawl. So if you're looking at this project and you're saying to yourself, I would love to make this shawl, please link me in the comment box, and then maybe I could do a tutorial on how to make this lovely shawl. But I have to say, I really enjoyed making this shawl. And I also made this shawl in yellow, and I gave it away to someone that I worked with, and she really loved it because yellow was her favorite color. So I made it for her, and she absolutely super duper loved it. And then something that I made also to go with my mustard shawl is I made this little head warmer to go with it, like a little matching set. And this is like perfect for spring. So this headband was pretty easy. I got the pattern off of Ravelry. I'm gonna add it up above me so you can see the pattern. But this was so easy to follow. It was simply using a single crochet for the beginning, and the remaining of the headband was done in double crochet. And I ended it with a little flower. And these things, trust me, do get pricey in the winter. They get really expensive because last year I went to Forever 21 and they were selling these for $20. $20 when you could get a yarn less than $20 and make one for yourself. So these are awesome, and these also make wonderful gifts. And I don't like to wear hats in the winter, so headbands are one of my go-to items in the winter. And also to go with my spicy pumpkin shawl, I made this lovely crochet hat. If you could see the stitches, and this is actually not a double crochet, it is a double Aran crochet, so it's a little different. So it should look like Aran bones if you see the stitches. And I have to say I love doing this stitch. When I first discovered this stitch, I made so many hats using this lovely stitch. So it is beautiful. So fall color. And I need to weave my hands in. So that is on my agenda to do. My agenda to-do list. And next up, I have some knitting projects that I've been working on. And if you could tell, you could know that I'm so ready for fall. So my first finished project that I have is this lovely cowl. And it's done using 2 stitches. Knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. And when you knit, purl, and alternate it, on the next row you get this lovely seed stitch. So this is like an earthy, also fall color. And this is a beautiful cowl. Did not take me long to make. Took me a few hours, but it is beautiful. I do have my work cut out for me with all these ends, but look at that, beautiful. So this is my first knit item that I have completed. And then I have this beautiful set. This is actually a spice color, and it's also from Loops and Thread, a medium weight yarn. And this is actually a slouchy, and I ended it with a little pom-pom. Very pretty color for the fall. Don't like hats, so I might give this away as a present, but it's so beautiful, and I love the slouchiness of it. So that is one. And then to go with my slouchy hat, I made also a cowl, and this cowl was not knitted, it was double crochet. It was single crochet. Can you even tell? So for this one, instead of going above on double crochet, I went in between the middle, so I made it like a little knit stitch, but it's actually a beautiful crochet shawl. So I have that set that I might give away for a present. Beautiful. Or maybe I could have it as a little giveaway. Give me some ideas here. My next knitted item that I have been working on for a while now is this blanket. This beautiful, chunky blanket. Not even halfway there yet, but this blanket is taking me forever to complete. But my goal is to finish this lovely blanket soon. So this blanket is done in stockinette. You do 4 rounds of pearl stitch, and then you do on the wrong side you knit, on the right side you purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl. But I tell you, it is so soft, and I use Lion's brand Quick and Willy. So this should work up really quickly, but it's taking me forever. If you know, it is so hard. Not hard, I have to say. It takes forever when you have to knit a blanket. And I don't know why that blanket is taking me so long when it's done with chunky yarn. And usually for chunky yarns, things go really fast. But for some reason, that blanket is taking me ages to complete. Okay, so I think I'm finished with my knit projects. Do I finish? No, not really. So I do have other projects that I'm working on, and I did not finish my elementary tee. Seems like I've lost my knit mojo for that. So I decided to take on another project. So I took on this lovely project of making a jumper, a toddler jumper. So I've completed all the increased row. Yay! And the thing I love about this jumper is it's not the typical jumper that you see with buttons going down. Instead, the good thing that the buttons are to the side, which I really love. So the buttons are to the side. And then when you're finished with the increase, you have to do a cable. I've never done a cable attachment before. So it's a very interesting technique, and that is where I had to do the fold right here. It was my first time, but I think I did an awesome job. Can't wait for this to be finished, and I'm hopefully trying to finish this by the end of this week. That is my hope, and that is my goal. So that is it that I have for my knitting and crochet projects. Next up is I have a yarn haul. Woohoo! So let me tell you, you can never have too much yarn when you are a knitter and a crocheter. So I purchased a few yarns from yarn.com, and the first yarn that I purchased is a Valentino yarn. Can you see this lovely? It's between a pink and a purple color. So when I purchased this yarn, I thought I had a project in mind. But then I started looking on Ravelry for different shawls. So I was thinking, took my sweater mine away, and I was like, maybe I could make a shawl out of this. So that is where this yarn is going. Definitely gonna make a shawl out of that one. Next up, I have this lovely color, and it's called a Frankie Arcade. Frankie. Hello, Mr. Frankie Arcade. So this is my Frankie Arcade. It's between a gold yellow color. And I just noticed that I have one of these colors already over in my stash. So there is a project coming for that yarn. Don't know what yet, but there's one on its way. So I picked up two of that, and then I picked up the mohair. This is like the softest yarn I've ever seen in my life. I've never ever worked with mohair, so this will be my first time ever working with mohair. Remember the last time I told you that I might do mohair with my elementary tee? I'm still keeping that idea. But when I was looking through Ravelry a few nights ago, then I saw this beautiful mohair shawl. This is also free and Ravelry, using almost not the same yarn, but almost the same color. So it's like, ding, maybe I should make a shawl out of it. So I'm thinking about doing that, and I'm thinking about making a lot of projects, but I'm trying not to start too much projects because my summer vacation is coming to an end in a few more weeks, and I don't want to start so much projects and not get to finish them. So my knitter friends out there and my crochet friends, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you will like, comment, subscribe, and share, because doing this video, making these YouTube videos is very important to me. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time in episode 3. So ciao.